keep it brief. You know, we'll be here for about 15, 20 minutes right now. But I want to recognize our RVPs. I want them to come up here individually as I call their name, because without the team, we wouldn't be here, right? Because the team makes the leader look better than they are. Okay, right, quickly, right? So, Kamika and Marcus, come on. I mean, you know what? I always believe that Primerica works because hard work pays off in Primerica. Because all the time, you know, I was telling Ed, when are we going to hit that? When are we going to hit that person that wants their bag? And he would say, just keep what? Recruiting. Right? Keep building. And one day we got a phone call when I wasn't there from a lady by the name of Maria Terrero. And she called 9 offices that were, the numbers were disconnected, but our number was not disconnected. She spoke to our office manager, Mark, and he made an appointment with her. She wanted to renew her licenses and join Primerica. Right? Long story short, she became an RVP, and she recruited Kamika and Mark because they worked together. Right? So can you imagine the story if that one person wasn't there? What would happen? So we have to keep the faith, because God will deliver. Right? And when God delivers, of course they got their ring, but I want you to see these people, because these are the $1 million hierarchies coming up, right? The next person, no, step here, right? The next person, guess what? She recruited her mom, Juliet. Right, Juliet, come up here. I mean, Juliet is just getting started. Right? Because guess what? She made her ring too. So that's amazing. The next person, she's not an RVP, but I treat them like an RVP because I never saw anybody in my years of working with people, and I've worked with a lot of people. I've recruited a lot of people. But this lady takes like all the awards for attitude, never complains, always does what she has to, and that's Marilyn and Grant. They're about to get their watch as regional leaders, and just as soon as they get their securities license, they already have the RVP contract. They already gave up their replacement. It's just signing a form. So to me, they're already RVPs and on their way, right? But guess what? Marilyn, you know, was a fierce recruiter because God sends you people better than yourself, right? And goes out there, talks to one person, trains the person, says to that person, listen, you want your bonus? Take me to people. And that day, that person took her to the awesome Grace and Barry. But we try to work with our strengths, right? We work together, even though sometimes, hey, you know, we love each other, but we might not like each other, right? Because if you're working with people, sometimes, you know what, you have to tell them the truth, but you have to tell them, right? Because that's why they're awesome and amazing people, right? So guess what happens? Grace goes out there, learns this business. 2 years she's only in the country from Jamaica, no warm market. She learns the referral system. She goes out and talks to someone, and then she recruits the amazing PCN friends. That's what happened. That came from one leg. That's why I call this my zillionaire leg. Because this is a $1 zillion leg. I'm not even talking millions or billions anymore. That's too small, because that's already happened, right? So you heard from this lady already amazing things, right? And then from the other leg, right, Daniel and Annetta came from another leg, right? Kirsten, where are you? Right, come up here, Kirsten. Virginia. Come up here. And she met me, and because she and I had like a similar attitude, she networked Virginia to me. Right? And Virginia came into business and wrote $10,000 a month premium. And then it took her a while to recruit Kirsten, who's on her way very soon, already secured his license, to become an RVP. Right? Isn't that amazing? Please invite somebody to a meeting. Daniel and Annetta, please come up here. Right, they come to a meeting, guess what happens? We go to their house, oh my God, because I'm a very attentive person, that's how I get referrals. People ask me all the time, how do you get referrals? Just pay attention. Okay, when people are calling on the phone, when you're at the client's house, ask them who called. See, this is a very serious business for me because it's like a 911 call. Right? Yeah, I'm going to get to that, right? And then these are just my first generation babies. I'm getting to the second generation, those are my grandchildren. Right? But guess what happens? Imagine if I wasn't at the meeting that day with Francis Saver, that's why I never miss a meeting. And then I wouldn't have Virginia on my team, Kirsten on the team, and then Daniel and Netta wouldn't be here either. Do you see the power of what happens? Godfrey, come up here. And that's Marcus's brother. How long was he in the business? Yeah, but guess what? Do you ever know what an RVP looks like? An RVP, you never know when anybody's ready to become RVP. Right? Pretty much you made the decision, go on RVP, does over 10,000, you did 10 recruits last month, 10 by 10. Do you understand the power of this business? If somebody decides to quit, they're going to quit on the world. They're not quitting on themselves, they're quitting on the world, right? Then guess what happens? I want the rest of the team to stand. Right? I want anybody to raise their hand, anybody I personally recruited. I didn't personally recruit you guys. You came through someone. Honestly, I've never had to personally recruit anyone because I believe in the referral market. And through that market, all these people brought all those people which are going to bring, Ed, I don't know about you, but this room is going to be full of our people. You better get there. Right? And as I close, I always make notes at the convention. And I was asking the table I was sitting at today, like, why are you here at the convention? And people were saying, more information. What information? Your information center is your base shop. You know why I come to the conventions? To remind me my responsibility as a leader that the job is not done yet. Right? The responsibility I have to be emotionally mature so I can go help that next person. Isn't that true?
Yes.
Right? And I wrote down as we were at the luncheon, and as we embark into the new era of gianthood, we must deliver our promises to the people. And one promise I made, anybody who's under NAA 32, they're going to have leadership. Okay? I decided, the people on this stage decided that we're not going to make excuses, we're just going to be better. Right? And as we become better, our incomes will be better, and our people will be better. But we made that decision to become better leaders. And thanks to this person here, Ed Randall, who gave me hope every time I wanted to quit being a leader. I didn't want to quit this business. I just wanted to quit believing in people. And he reminded me that this business is about people, and don't forget that. So Ed, we owe that to you, and we dedicate our leadership and our hierarchy to you.